Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We live in this thing. Y'all make some noise for each other.
Yeah.
Give them the claps.
Yeah.
Give them the claps. I mean, clap, not give them the clap.
Oh, because, I was wondering.
You gonna clap everybody. What's up, everybody? This is Cinco de Mayo Eve. I'm your G.
Alberta the exception.
I'm your guy, Mr. Impact.
Yes. So we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be a great show. So much stuff going on. We're gonna stay these first. Berta, what you do the weekend, man? Tell me about how's everything going.
This weekend, I coach for the Texas Elite Spartans.
What is
the
it?
women's
What is
tackle
it?
football
Oh.
team.
The ladies tackling.
Matter of fact, we're the back.
You go hard or you get hard? I don't really know which one is it.
There
Which
you
one
go.
is it? I don't
But
know
there
which
you
one
go.
is it. I don't know.
We clapping. I'm just doing it.
Right.
You saw what happened last.
I'm just saying. Just a little question.
All right, but yeah, of the WNFC, that's the Women's National Football Conference. Yeah, we had a game this weekend in Houston. We
You get the dub?
Yeah, did we get the dub?
You get the dub?
Did we get the dub?
Did you get the
Eight
dub?
to 0. We got
Give it up, 48 to 0. Give it the claps.
Boy, y'all spanked that. Did you let you?
The claps.
Yeah. Okay.
Give them the claps.
Yeah. No, we did that.
Claps.
Yeah.
So you dealing with this. You play in the football league.
Yeah, I coach.
So you coach.
I used to play. I'm Hall of Famer.
Oh!
14 seasons,
Boy, we got some HOFs in this mother.
Yeah, women's football Hall
This
of Fame.
MF is a
2018.
HOF.
Yes, I
All right, so you was telling us about the league, and so you about to go to Kansas City, correct?
am. Yeah, we're going to Kansas City this weekend.
Okay, what's going on with that?
We played the Kansas City Glory this weekend. So we're gonna go down there and have business.
Get the dub?
Now let me ask you this. Now we know that we always see a lot of times where you have leagues like this. Like we don't really see it, like a lot of exposure or whatever. Like if someone, how does that? I'm be honest. Can I be honest?
Absolutely.
Financially, you know what I mean? Is it hard financially for you guys to get money to fund so y'all can continue to do this?
Yeah, it is. We actually have to fundraise, and because we got to travel. We got travel expenses. Our first 3 games are on the road, so before we even have a home game to get some revenue back. And then we got to pay for the home field, and then we got playoffs in Atlanta. We're going to be there for 3 days, travel, hotels, it's a lot, going on with it, and plus, we not getting that money coming in like that. So so it is a little harder for us.
So what can we do, like us as a people, what can we do to help support just everything that's going on? And me and Preston want to go to the game. KT want to be out in that thing too.
KT want to be that thing.
Hey, we'll take Lil Caden too. Are they?
Come through.
Are they got clothes on?
We fully closed.
Okay, fully closed.
Very
All right.
respectable.
So we can take our
Smash
intern,
Mouth
take
football.
Caden with us. All right.
Yeah.
You can go, Caden.
Yeah, well, actually, we have a fundraiser going on that closes tomorrow night at midnight. I'll post the link in the comments.
Post the link.
If you want to donate, and I'll tell you what to put in there. It's the Texas Elite Spartans is who you'll be donating to. We definitely appreciate your support, and we also have a Cash App if you just want to donate to the squad at some point.
What's that Cash App?
I'm gonna post it.
You're gonna
post it in there.
Yeah, Texas Elite
Okay.
Spartans.
Well, when is the next home game?
Our first home game is June the 12th, and after that.
Guess what?
Schedule.
What's up?
I'll be here.
Yeah.
You know what we ought to do?
What?
We got to get us a Alberta Fathead and go out there.
Done.
Yeah.
That'll be easy.
Done.
You want to know why it be so easy?
Why is that?
Because we just get a regular picture. And just put it up there. Alberta. This for y'all getting on me last week about my shoes.
You gonna let Shed do that? You gonna let Shed do that, Bird? You gonna let the Shed do that, Bird?
But that is dope. But y'all give it up for Alberta, man. Put it in the comments, baby. But you're performing tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Nanette's Fat Tuesdays tonight at Dallas Hyenas.
And I might, if I ain't had these sweats on, short, I probably would go on up there.
You got the gray sweats on.
I know.
Too.
Hey!
What else? You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome.
Those are small enough because got the tip out.
What is
Ladies and gentlemen.
Lick 'em Low Lamont.
Wait a minute. We are saved on this here. I don't know why y'all taking it there. Preston, tell us about what this weekend,
man.
man.
I had a great time this weekend. I actually had the opportunity to attend a show out in Mayberry. And actually, Shed was one of the people that performed. And it was great. After I got harassed, searched, and pulled over 12 times, I was able to actually get to the place eventually. And he killed it. And I had the opportunity to do that.
Appreciate you.
And it was a fantastic show. I thought it was great and enjoyed it. And then after that, I went out to Lil Elm. You been to Lil Elm?
Yeah, I went out there and got my hair cut.
Okay, well, I was
Shout out to
driving, and eventually, when I drove, the road went to color, and then it went to black and white, and then went to 3D. I mean, that place I got to go far. I'm like, I'll never come out here ever again.
You didn't get stopped again, did you?
Well, 2 more times, but it's used to it. I'm used to a 2-time pullover minimum.
You know,
That's why.
shaking
I
hands.
mean, it is what it is. I'm good. I have the plastic bag ready to go. It's no
Yeah,
big deal
yeah,
at all.
okay.
And after that, man, I had a good time. And then guess what I watched?
What you
What?
The
watched?
new season of
Right.
Godfather Hall.
Man,
Hey.
I love Forrest Whitaker.
love
Right, because I
that
just got
shit.
two parts of my house. I got to sit over here for both his eyes.
Yeah, you
but
got
that
the-
man,
you know,
hey, it's a
and when he
great.
get mad,
Hey.
that
Ooh,
one
start
eye
shaking,
bulge
start
out.
shaking, yeah, man.
Let's bring it back in.
Okay,
Ladies and
sorry about
gentlemen, we got to give us a big shout out. We got people online
Who
with
we got?
us.
Who we got?
We got
Hey.
Charmel
Oh.
Stinger, Pam Whitfield, what
Hey,
up?
what up,
Miss
Pam?
Puckett.
Uh-oh.
We
Hey,
got-
Big Husky. Is it Big Husky?
Big Husky.
Big
yeah.
Husky. Big
Look at
Husky.
look at Lacey.
Oh,
Hey,
Lacey.
Twinkie.
Hey.
What up, Twinkie?
What's up, Diana?
Then we
Puckett,
got it.
representing for the
Harris.
elite. I see you.
Yo,
Bree
hey,
Brian-
look at Bree coming in. Hey, listen, can I get it real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, Bree, thank you for sending me that recipe for the
Bree.
elote.
What's up, girl?
Okay, I went and actually made an attempt to try to cook it, and my wife threw that ish out. But it's okay, I tried. I tried.
Dang.
But thanks, Bree. Nothing but love, baby.
One of my
Appreciate
players
you.
is on. Shout out
Who that? Who that?
Harris Carrot Sauce. That's Jazz P right there.
What
So-
position
Okay.
she
One
play?
of my DBs. I'm a DB coach, by the way.
Is she a DB?
Yeah, she a DB.
She get them pick six?
She a rookie. She a
Oh,
rookie.
she a
We
rook-
working on her. She gonna be all right. She
Okay,
gonna be all right. I
okay.
got it.
Hey, shout out to
I got
my
it.
friend Alice Joyce out there. She's gonna be on good behavior this time.
There
Hey,
it
hey,
is.
Shay, real
Hey,
quick.
Shay.
Yeah.
She said, "Why you keep calling her Alice Joyce?" She said, "Just call her Alice. You ain't gotta give her my first
My
and
bad.
last name."
Okay, Alice. Well, since she said that, this section is brought to you by Rap Snacks. Boosie Badass Pumps. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go support Master P with
P.
Boosie Badass Rap Snacks. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to get into this news. So we got some stuff we're going to talk about. We got some political stuff. We got a whole bunch of other stuff. But let's first talk about how I'm it's like I don't know how to feel. Like I had a chance with Halle Berry.
Oh, tell me about that chance.
Yeah,
shit.
I
Tell
had
me
a
about
Halle
that.
Berry. So,
How'd they go?
Apparently, it was leaked out by Kurt Cobain, who you know who he is. Kurt Cobain, he does all of the interviews and does all of that stuff. He finds out the nitty gritty, and it came out that Suge Knight
You do.
was with Halle Berry.
Where?
Yeah, he was hitting Halle Berry's back in the day.
Wow, and you got the ball head and everything.
And man, I got it
You
on.
got it.
Man, Halle Berry's.
Dang,
So
Halle,
why did Suge
I bet he's
was so
strong
successful,
going
but
for it.
you
He's
wasn't? I mean,
Well, that's because he had Death Row records and millions of dollars at that particular time.
that would
And-
kind of tip the scale.
Right,
I mean,
and
I
you
could
know,
Yeah.
he's aggressive.
yeah, but where's he
You
at
know.
now? Right now?
No, he's in jail.
Okay.
He's
Stop.
aggressively in
Locked
jail.
up.
But it's so much stuff. So that's how it's so funny how stuff comes out now, where you be like, man, I ain't know. So big shout out to Suge Knight.
Hey,
to
good. Hey,
have
Suge,
a-
you
have a
live in
man.
dreams, baby.
Yeah,
You're not top 5,
yeah. But whatever.
but you live in dreams. though.
But
You
check
live in
this out,
dreams.
ladies and gentlemen. Jay-Z also reflect back on his lyrics on Big Pimpin', and he said he can't believe he was writing that and rapping stuff like that. But you know what I say, man? When you get older, there's a lot of stuff that you be like, man, I can't believe I did that. I couldn't believe I had a shag, but I had one.
You had a shave?
What? A curly shag.
In
Wait,
your
wait.
beard?
No, not in my beard.
Now,
I had a shag.
Was it natural or you put some chemicals into that shag?
No, it was natural.
You had a
in the beard.
natural
Yeah,
shag.
Y'all see my beard. The only thing is my beard relocated to my chin. It was up here,
okay,
but it relocated to my chin. But it's like how much like y'all have kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now your life changed when you start having kids and you regrets, right? And you know that's only human.
Yeah.
So you regretted
Yeah.
the shag?
First of all, we talking about Jay-Z and Big Pimpin'.
Okay.
Oh,
Jay-Z.
yeah.
Oh, my
It was
bad.
Jay-Z and Big Pimpin'.
First of all, time out,
So
time out.
it's inevitable that you will regret, certain things as you get older.
That's true.
Here's my thing.
That's true.
I think Jay-Z's a hypocrite.
Oh,
Send all your text messages to
Hold on.
Shed. Send them all. Let me tell you why. Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why?
He's
Can I tell you
wrong.
why? Can I tell you why?
Okay, I'm listening.
It's funny how a lot of individuals always scrutinize and talk about things they shouldn't have done based off the stuff that they put out there to help them get to the place that they are today. And then now once they arrive, now they want to forget about how they got there.
No.
I mean, I'm confused. Jay-Z Big Pimpin', which was written by Kanye West, by the way.
Was it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The beat.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Lyrics?
And I'm just talking about the beat.
Okay.
The beat.
Because there ain't no
Say
beat.
that.
Is the lyrics matter?
Yeah, it does.
So anyway, at the end of the day, and then now you've arrived. Okay, because now you changed from Jay-Z, because now you're Sean Carter, and now you have a problem because of what you said back then. Come on,
No, he
Jay-Z.
doesn't have a problem. He just says that he can't believe what he has said. That's all they said, man.
But you
I
can turn
regret
checks back
something.
in? You get checks back? You give checks
No.
back?
Look, first of all, people grow. So he's allowed to grow. When he's looking back he's reflecting like, dang, man, look, he's looking at where he is now. Not just because he's, Sean Carter, it's because he's grown. He's not in that same mentality. People develop a different mindset. So you're allowed to have mistakes and to grow and change, So if somebody went back to, I don't know, you might have been a good dude. Somebody looked at me back in the day, you know what I mean? I might have been a little player.
Well, Bree said that she's gonna regret hitting this pole one of these days.
Oh.
So that's it. So it's like we all did things we regret. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some people and I'm so
Yay.
elated just to let y'all know that we have this new thing called the side cam, and we got some people in the building. Y'all make some noise right now for these two ladies right there.
Yay.
Hey! Y'all keep moving. Turn the camera. Turn the camera this way. Y'all keep moving. Not you. Turn it to the right. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
There
Turn
you
it.
go.
There you go. They got up and moved.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah,
right.
yeah. You got to keep turning.
more
Keep
to the
turning.
right.
There y'all go. Y'all can say something on the microphone as we talking. There you go.
There it is.
How y'all ladies doing?
That's the Cali corner.
There it is.
Hey!
So let me ask y'all this question: have y'all done anything that you regret now that you're older? You don't have to tell us what it is.
I want to know what it is.
But how do you?
I wanna know what it
So
is.
tell us about it.
I live life with no regrets.
Ooh.
See, some sense. Jay-Z can say that.
Ooh.
Jay-Z can say that.
Ooh. Wait, that's Mika though. Now come on, man.
So Mika, tell us about stuff. Tell us about stuff.
Mika on here talking about all this stuff. Mika, she came on here last time and just let loose.
I love Mika
So
on
she'll
here.
live with that.
Personally,
But
Mika
then
was
we
my
got my girl Lemon Lorraine, Bay
Lemon
Area's over there.
Lorraine.
Lemon Lorraine, what up, yo?
What's going on, Chef?
All right, so first of all, we gonna go here. Lemon Lorraine, have you done anything?
Let me just preface this by saying.
Yes, talking to the mic.
Let me preface this by saying I am not Mika.
Right.
Okay.
So what's that mean?
But
What's
y'all
that mean?
best friends
No,
though.
we are like Batman and Robin. So
Right.
we're completely,
I
but
got
it
one of them.
works.
Right.
Okay.
So yes, I have done some things that I regret.
What have you done? What have you done?
I'm not going to say that.
Please,
on
a little bit. Show me a tip.
Oops.
Boy, President, this is why we got HR. President, let me get back on this side, man. President, I'm working the camera. You got. We gonna tell. Matter of fact, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, we about to go to a commercial. So we about to go to this commercial. Let's check out this video right quick. We'll be right back. May 12th at the Urban Arts Center, Christians Love to Laugh comedy show featuring Stacy Sister Holloway, Lasagna Witt, Big Husky, and Jazz Tate. Hosted by, from numerous Tyler Perry productions and Ricky Smiley television show, Shed G. This is a pay what you can event. Seats will fill up fast, but to reserve a table, you can email canivent@yahoo.com or call 404-444-4760. Christians Love to Laugh comedy show. That's Wednesday, May 12th at the Urban Arts Center, 807 Hutchinson Road, Dallas, Texas, 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Church groups are welcome. For more information, canivent@yahoo.com or call 404-444-4760 to reserve a table. We back. So we're talking about regrets. What's up, Lawrence Orr? I see you on there. My boy Rod Tasco, Roanoke, Virginia. We are talking about it. Lawrence says, I'm going to regret stripping at nursing homes to pay for college back in the day.
That's what you gotta do.
So that's it. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Now tell us about how so y'all don't have any kids, right? And y'all there. Now, living life to regrets. You told me how you felt, Lemon Lorraine. Mika, you live life to the fullest, and this is like blang.
Yes, it's like blank.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, I just feel like everything happens for a reason in life, and a life is a journey. It's not a destination. So everything that happens in life makes who I am today, which means I wouldn't regret anything that has happened in my past because I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Okay.
Okay then.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all make some noise for that.
That was so beautiful.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
you
Yeah,
agree?
right.
But you ain't got to say nothing to Mika though, because she just said the same philosophy that I said out my mouth about JC. But you ain't got to say nothing to Mika though. Same exact thing. Mika,
Same
thank
thing.
you, thank you, Mika.
Thank you,
Bestseller
Mika.
off on Amazon, by the way.
We
Bestseller
appreciate
off
you,
on
Mika.
Amazon, by the way.
Not the same. Not the same.
But then let's talk about. So I've been watching television a lot.
Okay.
What you been watching, shit?
Okay, and I've been getting caught up on stuff that I didn't know. Like I love Will and Grace.
Oh, that's a good.
I love Will and Grace. It's so funny. Will and Grace is off the chain. I was watching Hulu and I fell asleep to Will and Grace. And then you know how like once the episode ends, it just takes you to something else.
Yep.
It took me to Being Mary Jane.
Ooh, what seasons you come in on?
One.
You started from the beginning?
Yeah, I started from beginning. And you know,
The series before
Ashanti
Giving
got me
Got a-
watching it too.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm telling you, but there's a certain situation in there that happened.
Which one?
Everyone knows about Being Mary Jane. It is a great show. I'm on
Who's
season
starring in
1.
it? Who's
Gabrielle Union.
Okay.
Gabrielle Union.
Is Dwayne Wade in that?
No.
Because he's probably in Will and Grace. But anyway, go back to what you're talking about.
Wow. What? I said,
So
wow.
look, so this is the crazy part. In there, she finds out that a dude she's messing with is married. Okay, dude she's with is married, which is Amari Hardwick.
Oh, he
You know,
fine.
Ghost.
He fine.
Ghost.
Yeah.
By the way, he's an
Yeah,
alpha
he's
phi
fine.
alpha.
And
Ghost.
I like alpha males. That ain't what you're talking about?
Alpha men. Alpha men.
Oh, I meant.
Right.
Never mind. Go ahead.
So in the midst of it, she finds out that he's married. So what Gabrielle Union does, she tries to, she takes it to another level. Now the only reason I'm bringing this up because Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson and Khloe reached out or inboxed the girl he was cheating with, the side chick. So my thing, yes. So my thing is, when she went to her, but the craziest and coolest thing that she said was, this is the wife. The wife said, so what do you want me to do with this information?
Oops.
You know what I mean? And that was deep to me. I was
your
like,
fake nose and your fake lips.
Right. So you come to me, and what do you want me to do with all this information? So that is the question I have for everyone here is, would you ever go to the other person?
No, man.
You know what I mean? Would you ever go tell the other person? So if you found out that you was the side piece,
I didn't mean to look. I didn't mean to smirk.
if you found out, look,
I'm sorry. Have you played that position
I'm
before,
gonna let y'all think about it. Look. I'm gonna let y'all.
Okay, but I'm not proud of it.
I'm gonna let y'all think about it. Let's go to our side cam. And the side cam about to get lit. So, what would y'all ladies do if but your mic's still on, Preston. But what would you do if you are the side piece and you found out that the guy that you've been with is married? One, would you go to them and would you go to the married woman and present yourself and tell her what's been going on?
No,
You wouldn't. Why not?
because at that point, so if I'm with him, not knowing that he is married,
Right.
and then found out that he was married, he would think I was dead.
Oops. I know.
Really?
He would think I was dead. Like, you would not hear, see, nothing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Completely ghost.
Okay.
Completely
That's
ghost.
where-
Ghost like Amari Hardwick Ghost.
In season 1 of Mary
No, because I
Jane.
still felt like he was alive. I wanted him to be alive, but no, not that ghost. I'm talking about they would really think that I was dead. Seriously.
Wow.
Because I feel like that would cut you even more. Because just wondering, it's a big question mark. Like, what happened? How did she feel? Like, what was it?
Right.
And so that would be, my sense of revenge, or you want to call it that. But his marriage has nothing to do with me. Therefore, I wouldn't insert myself in
Bam.
Wow. Okay. This is what I've been waiting on. Everybody give it up for Mika. She better come
Mika!
through. Mika gonna come through with some stuff. Come on, Mika.
there. I ain't got nothing for y'all. No, but I agree with Lorraine, but this is what I be wanting to tell women, first of all, is that women always go to the other woman.
Wow.
And I'm like, why?
Right.
Because the man knows both sides. So why would another woman confront another woman when the man is the mutual? So if anything, I would just go to him and be like, now that I know you married, how much you paying? Because
Mika want that said
don't
hush
wanna-
money.
you don't
What?
She said ransom.
Wait a minute. Wait.
See,
Wait.
see.
They didn't see our face. Let's do the ooh again.
That's
All right,
why-
now it's back on you. It's back on you. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I'm just saying, I mean, it is what it is, right? And it just really depends on like if you want to play your position or not. Because some women are, what I call professional side chicks. They play their position. I'm not saying that I'm one of those, but it just depends on how well the situation is. You know, I gotta see my
Right.
eyes.
I get, but hey, now y'all ready to answer? But I'm gonna.
Yeah.
A lot of women nowadays are comfortable with that
They are.
because they're saying that, hey, I don't got to deal with all that heartaches, all that stuff. Let me get the money I need. Let me live the lifestyle that I want to live. Let me do all of this, and they're comfortable with that. But now I'm bringing the question back to you guys. If you was the side chick or piece or dude or whatever, what would you do?
Preston, what
Well,
would you
first
do?
of all, I'm a big fan of Mika. Right? 'Cause
Mika.
she says what she means. She means what she says. At the end of the day, a lot of women will try to turn this into a controversial thing. Mika understood what it is. And instead of her rejecting it, she flipped it.
Flipped
See,
it.
She flipped it.
Flipped it,
So
Mika.
I'm on, instead of letting him off the hook, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the pocketbook.
Ooh.
I'm trying to tell you what it is. Not top five. She top five. Top five was trying to take it from his lifetime story.
Okay.
But Mika on Compton and Crenshaw is trying to tell you this is how it works.
Throw it up.
Right.
I believe, shit, in the world of technology, you can't hide. So if it happens, you know what it is.
Oh yeah.
So if you know what it is, you gotta do what Mika said. Flip
Flip it.
Flip it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Flip it.
All right.
Right, hey, Renee said. This is what Renee said.
What Renee said?
Renee hit. Renee, let me go on over here because
Yeah, what Renee
stuff
say?
pulled. Renee hit it on the knob, y'all. Let me go ahead and
And it had nothing to do with this subject that she hit on the knob.
Renee said, "Ghost in his behind would have that cat booty hold tight." Ooh. He would
Hold on now, Renee.
Cat
know
booty.
what
Hold
was
on now,
coming
Renee.
his way. She said, "Cat booty."
What's a
That's
cat?
a
What's a cat booty?
But I don't want to find out.
Hold on, what's a cat booty?
What
What is a cat booty?
I ain't
Right.
never heard of that one.
People
She coming for him. That's what that means. She
Yeah.
coming for him.
right. You're right. But the thing is too. So in Khloe Kardashian's, okay.
Oh, Lord.
We gonna go back to this side cam because the side cam is on fire. Over
So
there.
Chloe's the one that's
Chloe-
with Tristan
Yeah.
Thompson, because I don't know who Tristan Thompson is.
Yeah, the basketball player. But this is the
He
second
said
time.
Thomas. He
This
said
is the second time that
Me
he
and her
has
just
cheated.
had a discussion about this.
Well, tell us about it.
Well, there's another side chick on top of the side chick. So I'd say there's a side chick and a mistress. Did y'all hear about that? That's breaking
No,
news
With
today.
enlighten
Tristan?
us. Tell us about it.
He got two.
You want to enlighten them because you want to told me.
No, I was just scrolling through and I seen that there is another side chick that is outside of the side chick that was previously announced. And is that the one that
It has a
Chloe-
5-year-old son.
Yeah, she's claiming that
By
Tristan
him?
is the father of her 5-year-old son.
Oh, I guarantee it is. I guarantee it is.
Hey, boy.
Here's the thing. Let's
Wait,
let's
wait.
And my whole point is he's only like 30 or something. Like 30. He's
But
young.
can I ask you a question? You
But
guys
he's
are very.
been playing basketball
Shit.
for a long
Can
time.
I ask a
What does that
question?
have to do with anything?
Hey, you
That mean
been
you
you
been
been in that
moving
life?
Y'all
Yeah,
are
you
very
been moving
successful black women. My question is, if you have and you're going to participate in this tomfoolery,
Just what?
why do we pick a cat like Tristan Thompson? I mean, Tristan Thompson ain't gonna make no Hall of Fame. He ain't gonna make that real money. I mean, he's just a guy that comes off the bench. He ain't even that dude. I question.
Man, hold up now.
Hold on.
$1 million real money. Okay,
Well,
how you get?
yeah, but the way they throwing away these contracts,
Well,
I don't understand why women are go after them dogs.
Because
Can
he
anybody answer that
probably-
question for me?
Because he was probably a man that was willing.
Oh,
You try to tell me them dogs ain't willing? Them dogs willing now.
what dog you talking about?
dog.
I'm talking about, what I mean by dogs is the person who are at the top
actually
level.
making
I mean,
money.
big
Okay.
time, $100 million contract players. You try to tell me they ain't
She's
participating?
probably not there
I was
She
about
got
to
her
say,
own money though.
Maybe it's the accessibility. Okay.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Tristan
Talking about-
Thomas?
Absolutely.
That's who she.
He
Thomas-
had room.
Close
he had
to.
room to attach himself to somebody to get the clout, right? Because he wasn't on top.
But
so
wh- but-
he was probably willing. It's an open opportunity for him to climb up the ladder of this social life, and so he took it.
He J-Lo what he's doing.
See, he got a
J-Lo
little bit
what
more
he's
known because I wouldn't have known who Tristan.
But here's the crazy thing about it. Right now, she is. First of all, that's OJ daughter. Let's get it out. Y'all can deny all
Her
y'all.
head do look like
Listen,
OJ's head.
Let's
They
make
do got the same head.
That is OJ. Come on now. Are we still doing this? Are we still doing this?
I'm waiting for you to
It's
finish.
OJ daughter.
I saw it with a knife too.
2, she is actually pimping her daughter. Have you seen last latest commercials? She's on there on all the latest.
How's that
commercials.
pimping though? If
Listen
she,
what I'm
if her,
saying. I'm just saying. What other star have you seen with their daughters and family out here on the commercials?
a lot of people, a lot of
Name two.
Beyonce and Serena Williams.
First of all,
right,
you
Serena
just-
Williams. A
you
lot
just
of
bring
people
them
put
to
their
the-
kids.
They on another level. Whole
How?
another level.
Management.
How?
It's management.
So my say,
It's
Do you know how much the Kardashians are worth?
I get it, but she just named 2 dogs in the industry. Serena and Beyonce, really? They are not on the same level. So at the end of the day, I know it's that California swag. At the end of the day,
You want some?
my question is, please answer, why Tristan Thompson? I just don't see it. There are tons of players in the NBA making plenty of money. Why did she go after him? Please help me understand.
She already tried Lamar.
Oh yeah, she did. She did. She
Lamar?
tried. She did
to
try
go
Lamar.
big dog.
She was with Lamar. Remember Lamar Odom?
But Tristan Thompson?
But she was with Lamar. But Lamar, she had that top
Lamar.
dog. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the top
It was probably
dog.
somebody she can control.
Yeah.
Or thought.
That's what I was looking for. I want to look for that. That's what I was looking for. She
Bam.
controlled him.
She was a little more famous than
Yeah,
him.
he was.
He was on crack.
had a
He
little
was.
more
He
pull.
was.
He was on crack. Yeah. She
So
had a little
she
bit more
going
pull.
after the low self-esteem type
Not
cats. That's
necessarily
what,
he got low self-esteem, but she on a different plane than him. You know what I mean? Like she more known than him. So for her to be able to get with him, he probably was flattered that somebody as well known as her. You know, it's easier for her to.
so instead of being a Kardashian, he was doing more of a car smashian.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get to our birthday shout outs, ladies and
birthday
gentlemen.
is it?
Let's give a big shout out to Olita Adams. I love Olita Adams, singer, pianist. She is 68. Now, this is where reason why I'm doing this, because y'all got to see how the media is.
Let me see. What
when it
happened?
comes to this. Jackie Jackson, singer of the Jacksons. 70 years old.
Her.
Right, Jackie.
I'm sorry. Who's
Right.
Who's
Is
Jackie
she still
Jackson?
noticeable?
Jackie Jackson, singer of the Jacksons.
girl or a
then,
guy?
right up under there, it
Okay.
says Kareem Jackson, mother of Michael and Janet. No, Catherine, I mean.
Okay.
Catherine, I'm sorry. I'm looking
I
up.
got you, brother.
Catherine,
That's
where
that-
the bell at?
That's you went to
I
HBCU.
thought I saw.
But you saw it said Catherine Jackson,
Yeah.
mother of Michael and Janet. What about the other
dang,
people?
what about
even Jackie?
What-
It didn't even put her with that. It is 91 years
Who
old.
is Jackie? Y'all keep skipping. Who is Jackie?
It's Michael
Jackie,
Jackson's sister.
that's the oldest one though.
Really? He had a sister?
Yeah.
Well,
I ain't
you
never
got
heard no
Janet Latoya.
Jackie.
You've seen her.
Wasn't that Rebe? Who song
yeah.
Centipede?
I know Rebe, but I never heard no Jackie.
Rebe Jackson's song
Hey, ask the
Centipede.
team, ask the people out there. Who is
Who is Jackie?
I ain't never heard
Y'all
no
seen
Jackie.
Jackie Jackson. She looked like
She looked like Tito.
Also, y'all stupid.
Speaking of Tito's, that's
Also,
one of my
birthdays, ladies and
sponsors.
gentlemen, you got Kimora Lee Simmons, former supermodel and president of the brand Just Fab, ex-wife of Russell Simmons. She's 46.
Okay.
Wow. Right.
Right. Baby fat. Baby fat.
Baby fat.
Hey, I heard she came back with a new line.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
I
what he
have,
said,
I have a
Just
question.
Fab.
Is
Yep.
Jackson a woman or a man?
I don't know.
We
I
asking
think
you,
it's a
Tyler.
guy.
It's the dude.
I think it's the older brother.
He said the older
That's
girl.
a brother.
It's the older brother.
I'm like,
Thank you.
It's the
That's
older
why I
brother.
asked.
You the one said
That's
the
why I
sister.
asked.
I ain't said that.
That's why I
I ain't
asked.
even know nothing about no Jackie.
I like when educated
I
folk.
just knew more
I like when
about
educated
Kareem. I knew
folk
that when
come.
Kareem. I knew.
I like the side cam because they helping
Thank you
us
for
out.
that.
The side cam, we tell them.
Y'all made Jackie a man, a woman.
Now, speaking of that, speaking of how he over there messing people up, Preston.
Pam said
That's-
he's a man.
He is a man.
He is a man. Because I was like, isn't that the oldest brother that was with
No,
them?
you didn't. You said that
Pam,
was the oldest
I
sister.
thank you.
But I thought it was older brother.
I know what's going on,
Man,
Pam.
praise God. Yo,
It's that liquid. It's the liquid.
it's one of these
Liquid.
shows. Now, speaking of that,
Thank you.
did you hear about the Kardashians Mama, Father,
Oh,
Mafa.
yeah, running for mayor.
Yeah, running for mayor. But governor, is it governor? You were saying?
I'm sorry, he's running for president.
President.
Oh, what? No. He
It's
was
like
something in
governor or
Cali.
mayor.
What?
Well, no, he wants to. Again, he has his lights, his eyes, his eyes on president,
Okay.
and he's running on the LBGTQ platform.
Listen, I don't think just because he's LGBTQ guarantees him a vote from the community. You know what I'm saying? Because
No.
I think he still has to have
Credentials.
credentials
Let me ask
and
you a
stuff
question.
to stand on. You're
Let me ask you a
not just
question.
gonna say, "Hey, you one of us, so you should be the president of the
Bert,
United
a couple
States."
things. One,
Yes, sir.
the most liberal state in the world is where?
Cali.
California. Two, he was also
Shout out to
a
Cali.
decathlete, right?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
He's part of the most powerful
Family.
family on social media.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a chance to become president. I'm not
they-
not knocking out political affiliation,
I'm
but
saying-
45 was a JOKE. So you don't think that Caitlyn Jenner has a shot? I'm just asking.
When you bring up 45, now I'm a little worried. I'm just saying he still got to earn it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he doesn't automatically get that vote, is all I'm saying.
Right, he's not gonna automatically get, but then he's already making comments like he was like, I don't think that transsexual, you know what I'm saying?
Transgender?
Same thing. Ding, the bell. So look, so we got this thing that every time I misspell a word,
Mispronounce. a word.
mispronounce.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey,
Don't
I did
worry,
it
I'm right
again.
here for you. I'm-
We gonna have a
Ding,
bell.
ding, ding.
I'm gonna bring a bell, so they gonna hit the bell every time.
transsexual, by
But you know what I'm saying. But look,
Don't do shit like that.
but because I'm sitting over here nice, you over here talking about this other stuff now. But you know, he said that he don't think they should be able to run do things in the Olympics if he had a sex change.
Yep, he did.
Oh, did
Or
he?
she did. I don't know what
He's
to
a
say
she
anymore.
right now. So
Right. So she said
She.
that she doesn't think that they should be able to run in the Olympics. You know, and it's like, well, I thought that you might say you should because you went that way, but he's going towards that way to say no. She's going towards the way to say
I'm
no.
confused. Is it she or he?
It's she.
Is
y'all.
she-
It's she, y'all.
Is she because
Pronouns are
right because
important.
she got the change.
She got it cut off or tucked or whatever.
Did it get cut?
Stuffed.
I don't know.
I thought it stuffed like boudin.
This show is not going.
I just playing, y'all.
Yeah, it's a pass in the ass. They said
You gotta look at Buddha anyway.
Burn. They said it's a pass in the ass.
Oh, man. I'm fast.
Yeah.
Oh my God! This
Now,
show-
now listen.
My bad, boudin.
Well, Pam
Oh,
said
my
he
God.
got medals. He don't care.
Girl, I
Right.
got you. I got you.
But
I'm
think
getting
about
them
it.
today.
There's a ton of legislation that just been passed.
Okay.
And again, just me. Put me off the show. I don't care. That they're saying is it has been non-competitive because even though you may identify as a transsexual, I'm sorry, shit, it was too easy. As a transgender, you're still a male. And what's been happening,
Right.
men have been competing in women's sports and they've been dominating.
Right.
And so I totally understand where he's coming from.
I agree with
because it's actually an unfair.
I mean,
platform.
yeah. But I was just surprised that she would say
That
that.
she went the other way. No, that's absolutely true because you don't see females trying to compete with the males because there's not an advantage in that field. So yeah, I mean that's great that he does stand for that.
So now let's talk about Will Smith. Will Smith posted a
Will.
picture and said that this is the most out of shape he has been in his life, and it pissed me the hell off because he still looked
He's
better
still
shape
fine.
than me. So,
Neck and neck.
no.
See, Will.
Somebody said neck and
it
neck.
up.
Right?
I don't know.
I can't get it. I can't get it.
I don't know.
Look, I can't
I gotta
get it.
find it.
Story just came up, but it's just one of those things. So, like, I asked everyone during the pandemic, like, how many of you pretty much got out of routine and out of shape? And you can honestly say you did.
Everybody
During
don't
the
have
pandemic.
Alberta's,
You say,
out of shape right now.
no.
Real, like
Alberta
I normally
size.
got like some nice arms and like I ain't got no cuts right now. Look at that. Like I gotta get back in the gym. Like I feel out of shape. But you know what? To each, like, listen, everybody has their own critique of themselves, right? So So people might see me and think I'm in shape, but to me, knowing where I've been, I played football for 14 seasons. I was always in the gym, always working out, so for now that I'm not playing, I don't feel like I got, I be lazy. I don't go to the gym. I want to, but I don't want to. You know what I mean? Like I be busy, so.
And that's absolutely
Yeah,
right.
so-
You know what I don't like? When I be like, man, I gotta get up. I be like, I gotta get up. Then I'm like, okay, I'm about to get up, and I look at my phone, and all I see is Preston
Yeah.
at the gym with all his
This
greatness only stuff on. I'm like,
G.O.,
man, and you know what I'm saying. But it's motivating at the same time.
And I'm 50.
Right,
go. I
right.
wanna
But see,
go.
that's the thing. I just feel that you have to get yourself back into shape, get yourself to a point where you want to go. Like when I used to come in here, and KT, even we be at the gym. It motivates me to be like, okay, I got to get myself back. So you just have to be around people who's trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do.
But here's my thing, and I'm gonna be honest, really, about this.
No,
work.
you haven't been honest all show.
Most time I lie. Here's the thing, I mean, just like somebody in this room that will remain nameless that says that E40 is a top 5 rapper. But here's the thing,
Back to the side.
since we're lying, I think
Hey, Renee said she had a pandemic body before the pandemic.
It's all right. Love your skin.
first of all, 2 things. One, Will Smith, please, bro, you surrounded by everything, so don't
Right.
do that. Don't do that.
Right.
Well, I think if it's from a hilarious standpoint, cool. But bro, you got trainers, chefs, and you probably caught up in an entanglement. But here's my thing. I think, in my opinion, right, if the information is disseminated about just being healthy, a lot of cats try to categorize themselves based off somebody's look. In today's society, everybody's cosmetic. We're trying to measure up, but they're going to plastic surgeons.
Oh, see.
And that's the issue. I don't know why we caught up in this facade.
I'm not.
Fake booty, fake fabs, fake everything. Right? So to me, I think we just need to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Eat better.
That's me.
I mean, get out
I
and
got
do
it. What's my number one thing, Preston?
Shed lives by the sauna, whether he's frying
No,
or
I'm
baking.
I'm talking about.
his
I'm talking about
weakness,
what's my
weakness.
weakness.
Sweet tea.
God dog it out! Somebody give us a sweet tea.
Sweet
Give us a sweet tea.
tea.
Give us a sweet tea
Shed
right
will
now.
literally say, "Hey, P, I got to get right." As soon as the waitress come, let me get a sweet tea.
Extra,
But we gonna get right. We gonna
That's
get
it.
right.
That's it.
So again, it's just a matter of understanding what's best for you, but don't get caught up in that world of facade, because again, they're not playing by the real rules.
Yeah.
So don't be kind of caught. Well, I'm a little chunky. Well, you should be a little chunky because the people you keep looking at, they ain't playing by the same rules.
Right.
And they
And it's
got
unfortunate.
filters and
Right, all that.
Photoshop.
I'm just playing. I don't need no sweet tea. Thank you. Intern Ren to go get some. Give it up. Y'all give it up for Cade. It's all right. Give it up for Caden that went over there. And that's Caden.
Oh, I thought
He
you
said, "Bring a
Gabe."
Sprite.
I thought you called the young man.
So
Gabe.
now let's talk about how do you feel now coming out of the pandemic? Okay, coming out of the pandemic.
we out?
Right. Well, I'm just
Right,
saying,
that's a
people are
great
starting.
statement.
It's starting to open up a lot more. Are you more reserved because now they're saying that you're going to have to wear your mask all the way because they was going to lift it up May 11th. Now they're pushing it all the way to September 13th.
That's cool.
Like I was going to wear mine anyway.
Mine anyway.
You know what I mean? Because some people are getting the vaccines. Some people are not. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. That's between you and whatever lifestyle you're doing.
not
But for me, I got vaccinated, so I still will wear the mask when I'm on the planes, when I'm different things, huh?
We still gotta wear
Yeah, no, now we do. But remember, they was going to lift it on May 11th. They was going to lift
she
it
ain't
on May
know she was
11th.
gonna keep wearing
Yeah,
hers.
but now
wearing ours anyway.
it's a mandatory
We still in there.
until like September 20th or something like that.
Okay.
But it's so funny
I'm still
how
on
some people, I'm not gonna get the vaccination. You know what I mean? God's got me. But then you walk around with a gun. And you well, if God got you, He got you all the way. Then you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah,
like they
yeah,
be picking and choosing. Like, but I get it. But I'm just like, look, do not ridicule somebody else
Right.
for getting the
Do
vaccine.
you? Yeah. Do what you feel is best for you.
But I think there's
I
a
agree with that.
misconception.
Oh wait, let me go to the side cam.
I'm just saying, I think there's
there's a misconception about this vaccination though too, because you still can get it even if you're vaccinated. It just the sickness is different. So I hear all these people talking about I got vaccinated. It's like you still can get it. So
but you won't get it sick. So it's like they get it's like they put an antibiotic in you, but
so if I
yeah.
had it twice, I already got the antibodies, right?
Hell, I guess so. You had it.
Shit.
Doubled up on the COVID. You done doubled up on the COVID. Let me get two of them. Let me get two.
Wait.
I'm from Cali. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let me.
Well, I mean, it depends on what profession. If you're a stripper, would there be antibodies? But here's the thing.
Y'all this boy's on it today. Y'all make some noise for Preston today. Preston came in ready to get us
So
counseled.
shit, I was going through my Instagram,
Right.
and again, I don't do a lot of that because I don't have my glasses on. And there's a comedian, which not a very funny comedian, made the statement that he's not going to get the vaccine because of what's happening with Johnson & Johnson. Okay, I got the Johnson & Johnson, right? One shot, I'm done, right? And he mentioned about how people that got the Johnson & Johnson was dying. First of all, 7 million got it. Okay, there were 6 cases.
Okay.
If I'm not a good mathematician.
Okay.
I'm not a good
If it was
mathematician.
6 cases, that's times 100.
Never heard about it. But still with Pfizer and Moderna, they were same exact thing. People still falling out. So at the end of the day, it was Moderna.
Moderna is the like the
Moderna. Well, his name ain't Tristan Thomas either. But here's the thing. All I'm saying is this.
Ding ding ding. Okay.
All I'm saying is this. Is that I think if you have a power or an influence, I don't think it's your right to put your viewpoint out there to discourage other individuals to get a vaccine. What's about to take place? Because of what happened in India, okay? You'll call channel number 5. Because of what's taking place. If you don't have it, we can't help you. Because if you do not get it, they're going to start putting restrictions in place. And it's going to prohibit you from doing, just living. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming, right?
It's what?
Just what she said to him. It's coming. So you got to make sure you are prepared, regardless whether you get the Moderna, whatever, Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson. And what we as a community is, we have to stop putting that persona out there that vaccine is detrimental to your life. I'm just saying.
But at the same time, people have to use their own brain, okay, and stop just following everything that other people say.
I agree.
Whether they're influential or not. Be an adult, make an adult decision, research on do what's best for you instead of trying to follow the masses. I think that's part of the problem with society.
I agree.
right.
Thank you.
Right. Y'all make some noise already. Bro was like, hit them horns. Right. And that's the one thing you do have to do. A lot of people don't even research.
Right.
A lot of people don't research. They don't really try to find the facts. I told you about when my cousin was telling me about the shots and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, where's you? Well, he was sounding good in the mud. Almost had me. And I was like, so where's your sources? He sent me a screenshot of an Instagram.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
because this is the first time this has happened, right? This is our first wave. So where's the research? I read something. It said like we are the research. So what are we supposed to reference in finding out more about this? And I also believe it should be pro-choice.
Yeah.
Right.
We should have our choice. I don't think they should like enforce this upon us. And I don't like the way that they're incentivizing all these people to get it, like by offering, oh, you can come here or you can do this. I think I read somewhere they're giving out free beers at this one bar if you've been vaccinated.
Where's the beer? Where's the bar, please?
I don't really drink it.
But I just like
put in the
when
notes,
people
put the
are being,
notes.
like, ostracized because of them
comments.
not getting the vaccine.
Right. And, but you know, there was companies at the beginning that was going to give incentives, with
Dunkin'
money
Donuts.
and pay.
Dunkin' Donuts.
They was going to pay. Like there's even some companies that's giving incentives with days off. So if you get vaccinated, you get. I was talking to somebody I can't remember. You get 3 days off.
Well, you're going to need 3 days off for some of these people because they're going to be sick.
You ain't lying.
Oh yeah.
Hey, one of my engineers, he got the how you say it?
Moderna. Sister
And he
Moderna.
was done for 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
And so, but here's my thing. I totally agree with top 5, but
Top five.
But
ahead.
we need to be more forthcoming and understand what exactly is going on. I don't think we quite get it in the black community. I hear everybody, Charlamagne the God, Eddie Griffin, he's not a real comedian, Chris Rock.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Next show.
Wait a minute.
And we can debate that.
Right.
We can debate
we
Eddie.
got you.
I get that, but what I ask is, state that you didn't get it, but give the information to let people make their own decisions. When you are an influencer, you don't have a right to say stuff to prohibit others to not do something that they want to do.
but-
I'm just saying.
Well,
But
like
that's what they're
Alberta
supposed
said,
to
like
do.
like how you said, even though they're influencers, we all are adults. You know.
Yeah, but
so-
Mika, I love you. Your best-selling author on Amazon. I mean, your book is selling out of the chain. And listen, you want to understand my business credit? You might need to holler at her. I mean, no. I'm for real.
Still got it.
I'm really for real. You need to F with her.
Holla at me.
But what I'm saying is, unfortunately, Mika, you the top. Shed, you the top. Bird, you the top. Top 5. James T, y'all the top. Y'all get it. But there's a percentage that don't get. And they themselves depend on you
preach on it, brother. Preach on
to
it.
transition that information.
They do.
So you may say, oh, I get it, because you're the beast. You're a beast. But there's others that's dependent on your information to disseminate it to see it's okay. We have a social responsibility, and we need to take advantage of that.
And you know what? But you want to know what? I'm gonna give you an example. So let's not talk about the shop. Let's not talk about the vaccine. How many people or how many times you seen social media influencers post about a product?
All the time.
All the time. It's the same thing. So what they're trying to do is influence you by the people you follow.
Exactly.
Daphne Springs, Kev on Stage, Tony Baker, all of them are posting products now and doing different things. King Karan, but it's with them. It just depends on what it is. Like, number one, you're not going to post anything you don't believe in, right?
Hopefully.
Right. You're not going to
Right,
post
that
anything.
part,
right.
Alberta.
Right. You're not going to post anything you don't
Some people
believe
all
in.
about the money and
Number
they
two.
don't care.
I'll be honest, President, it's everybody's right to be able to say whatever the helicopter people want to say. But that doesn't make them right.
Right.
You know what I mean? That does not make them right. Charlamagne the God, he had if he wasn't on radio, he wouldn't be saying a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? He, a lot of times that's what
He's on video now.
But that's what I'm saying. He started off on radio doing all of this stuff. So if you look at the Breakfast Club, everyone plays their role. If you look at a lot of radio stations, a lot of morning shows, everybody has everybody that plays their role. And you have to play that role. Sometimes people don't even believe, they would think this person is such that, like, I forgot the person that I thought was just the meanest person ever because of a character. But then when I got to meet them when we was filming Stunt, got to meet them in person, the nicest person ever. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just unfortunate. But you right and you're right. And that's what makes the debate such a great thing, where we can come together and talk about different stuff. And hey, it's up to you. The sidebar women back there, y'all give it up for them, because that thing just keep moving. That's what it is.
It's moving
No,
by
KT hitting the table and be moving.
We got
Right, KT.
We got Kate. Turn it.
No, not that one. Not that one.
That one right there.
Yeah,
Bam.
I was wondering why I keep just moving. There you go.
Okay.
That'll
Perfect when he
live.
was
It was.
here,
He just can't. But that's what it is. So that's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. And it's almost time for us to get up out of here. But this is something we started, and I'm excited about doing this. I'm hitting the wrong one. Here we go. I'm excited about doing this. So this Friday, the Rat Packs, we're going to be at Hyenas in Fort Worth. Y'all check this out. Check this out.
Okay.
Y'all check this out right here. And Thomas the Visionary and Jerome Campbell of Olive Tree Realty LLC present Love to Laugh Comedy Show, featuring the Rat Packs of Comedy.
The show was off the chain. Y'all need to come out. May
7th at Hyenas Comedy Club, 425 Carmen Street, Fort Worth, Texas, with special guest comedian Jazz Tate. There's 2 shows, 7 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. He shared the stage with Frankie Beverly and Mays, Said the Entertainer, and Charlie Murphy, just to name a few. Dallas King of Comedy, D. Ellis. You seen him on the Arsenio Hall Show, Comics Edge, BET's Ladies Night and Love Goals, Comedian Q. You've seen him in numerous Tyler Perry films, featured on House of Pain, Meet the Brown, and Kevin Hart's Heart of the City, Shed G. You've seen him at Showtime at the Apollo. He's a BET Comic View All-Star and also on HBO's Def Jam, Comedian Grossman. Purchase tickets at LoveToLaughComedyShow.com or Eventbrite. A portion of all proceeds will go towards Celebrating Life Foundation and Angels Surviving Cancer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Rat Pack. There's still time for you to get your tickets. We're going to be at Hyenas. It's going to be 7 and 9:30. Then we're in Houston on May 8th, so it's going to be a great time. So we're going to do our thing. We're going to be at Rockefeller, and I got a special surprise. The fellas don't even know what I'm about to do in Houston.
He's going to show the tip.
Lick up low, Lamont is back, baby. Lick up low.
I'm never. I see. This is why men don't open up.
When you opened up and the tip fell out. Remember that? Okay.
Boo, boo. Damn. So, ladies and gentlemen, now I guess I need to hear this conversation more than anything now, because they keep messing with me. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time because it's Mental Health Awareness Month, correct? Correct. So check this out, and we're going to get into this. All right.
Don't sound like it's working.
I'm over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give it over there to my man, Mr. Preston, Mr. Impact.
Mr. Impact.
So, Preston, what you got going on, man?
Hey, listen, real quick. I don't want to kind of damper the moment, but one of the things that, if you guys didn't know, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I know it's kind of like talking about life insurance and funeral expenses, and the black community want to discuss that, but that's one of the areas that plagues us the most. And one thing that we try to do at Greatness Only, as my son's company, is to really bring awareness to what's going on. So this week we're really focusing on mental health awareness for the young people. What I've identified, I've talked to multiple educators across the board, educators in terms of superintendents, principals, teachers, and one of the areas that they said that's really impacted is our youth. And this week we're going to focus really truly on the youth. And they said that one of the things that really, really impacted was the COVID. COVID did a thing to young people because one of the things that they had mentioned that interaction is important to their growth and their development. And because they were kind of in their homes and were secluded and weren't able to get out and communicate, it bothered them. So we're sharing something on our site. Go to greatnessonly.com. We're talking a little bit about how to identify areas around youth. And one of our experts is Miss Ann Dillard. She's been in social services and youth development for the last 25 years. And I share some things real quick about things how to identify, and I'm gonna share real quick about stuff that you can identify if you have kids, especially teenagers and adolescents. Again, I don't know about the younger kids, but kids kind of like 10, 11, and on have really been dealing with mental illness because of the isolation that they've been dealing with. And then when you're in isolation, what kicks in is bullying, right? And that's a huge thing that's been happening with our young people. So she talked about a couple things. I'm gonna share real quick, Shed, if it's okay. What do we need to do?
You sound like a preacher. I'm gonna go a little bit of it's okay, It's okay, Bishop.
Real quick.
I'm about to close.
What to do when your child is having mental health issues? And again, she has a ton of things, and I can actually put this out there, shit. Just like,
yeah.
But I'm gonna share like 5 things real quick. First thing is stay connected and talk to your child. I think one of the things that I have 2 adult children. I have a granddaughter, and we live in this area of social media, which is typically virtual reality. We do not communicate with our young people.
Man.
Yeah.
And I think to me that's where the disconnect comes into play. They are, and I'm gonna use this word assuming in a room, they're on their phone. But what I've identified by talking to them, watching TV or watching
playing
the internet, playing the game,
Yeah.
they are struggling. And my son, again, is a 22-year-old man, and he has a child. My granddad love it to death. But he's dealing with different areas because he doesn't know how to approach this. Yeah. And what we do is we think because they're in their room, they cool, but they're isolating themselves because they don't know how to interact.
Yeah.
Again, we have to stay connected with our young people, and I think that was the first thing that went on. I can take my security off there because I don't know if you look at my pictures. The second thing is prioritize a relationship with your child over academic performances.
Yeah.
Right? Make that a priority. I think one of the things that kind of put that divide of social development and learning is the fact that most African American households don't have access to just adequate internet. They don't have an internet. They don't have a computer. They don't have a laptop. Right? So at the end of the day, that divide put in place. What are you doing as a parent to ensure that they're connected academically?
Yeah.
The next thing is help your child establish a schedule. Do you know what's going on?
That's good.
The one thing I ask
like
in,
that
my,
one.
in my household is I ask my kids, what's the plan? If you don't have a plan, then it won't stand. So I need to know what the plan is.
I like that.
Because most kids come back with, I'm straight, I'm good.
I am doing it. I am
Because
going to do
they're
it.
trying to deflect.
Right.
They're not trying to embrace what's really going on in their world, and all we want is an answer that makes us satisfied, and we go about our daily business. It's not acceptable. We have to make sure we are intentional, and we know what's going on. Kind of like when the women looking at men's phone. We are intentional. Hey, what's going on, shawty? There's no difference with your child. Look at top 5 smiling. The next thing is you have to encourage your child to take regular breaks.
Yes.
Right. And here's the thing. Sometimes we have to be so intentional that if you know your child is in the backyard and you ain't talked to them for 2 hours, we thinking they're good because we don't want to push them. Right. What I've learned is a lot of kids respond and react to you in a negative way because they don't want you to ask them questions. It's a front. It's something to keep you from really finding out what's really going on. And most of them want to communicate with you. They want, especially if you're a younger parent. If you're 60 and under, the game ain't that old. Right? So Ann talks about really finding out what's going on with them and interact with them. Because if you think about it, in most cases, you guys have something in common. And you watching the same shows, talking about the same music.
Hell,
the
y'all
same
got the
thing,
same genes.
the same gene zone, right? But we ourselves, again, we love the statement, it's all good. Especially not Shed because he probably got a hole in the front
Same Levi's.
for
I
the tip.
said jeans.
For the
As
tip.
in-
He said, yeah, you got the
And
same
then-
jeans on.
Levi's, right? Levi's.
And then one last thing is set guidelines around social media and electronic usage. One thing Miss Ann had mentioned is at dinner, especially out to dinner, the phones need to shut down.
Man,
It blows her away when she sees people out at dinner and phones are on and people are interacting. There's no interaction family-wise. So you have no idea what's going on. She says, in a way, when a father says to a son, hey, I saw what you posted. Are you kidding me? You're sitting right across from him. So she said, we have to figure out a way to shut it down, become more involved in their lives, and identify what's going on. Because that's the reason why teen suicide is at an all-time high. She says it has never been this high ever. And we have to, especially in the black community, we are black and brown or people of color, whatever the appropriate term is.
Or non-color.
Or non-color. We need to become more involved in what's going on in the world. So again, that's what we're talking about this week. Next week, we'll be following up, talking about what's going on in mental health regarding men.
Okay.
And then follow up by therapy. That's a big one. I'm going to talk about therapy because we don't do therapy. And it's going to finish with body meets soul, how we can find ways to massage and kind of get our mind with best energy that goes forward.
okay, y'all give it up for Preston, man.
Yeah.
Had to give him a segment. Had to give him a segment on that mental health. And you want to know something too? Mental health is sometimes the parents have to get the help.
Yes, first.
Because we don't know when we've been dealing with some things. Like, let's go to the side, Cam. Ladies, have you ever just realized during this pandemic that you was dealing with some stuff? Like, how did y'all cope?
Well, I realized when I started having a relationship with my refrigerator, I was visiting it like every 30 minutes.
Uh-oh.
You was like, huh?
Frequent flyer miles to the
I know
refrigerator.
you, Donna. Don't I met you before? So it's like, did you feel some type of way like during the pandemic or anything like that?
Yeah, like I actually now I've realized I'm becoming a homebody now a little bit more, and it was tough being inside. I used to go, and then when you sit down, you actually really have to sit with yourself and be with yourself. And I think that was a challenge for a lot of people. And I realized that a lot of people have been working like robots. Like everybody was just on this consistent same day, every routine, and then their routine was broken. And I could say that definitely for me. So it was really interesting.
Yeah.
For
What
me,
about you, Lemon Lorraine?
It really kind of like showed me that I need my family more than I thought I did.
Good stuff.
Just because like everyone being isolated and trying to stay safe, and I don't want to go around my parents because they're older, stuff like that. And I realized like, wow, you used to always be gone and away from them, but now you really feel it. You feel that separation. And I think that because of the pandemic, I probably spent more time. Like all we do is FaceTime. We FaceTime every single day, and that's been more than I ever have before. So it actually like showed me more of like you really do need your family, and to just basically spend more time with them.
And you know what? That's so cool. You saying that. There was a study that I had looked up, and it says reflecting back on the pandemic, 74% of the U.S. adults regret not learning more about their relatives during the pandemic.
Absolutely.
And one of the things was like I started to call and text and I'm a FaceTimer. You know, I FaceTime KT all the time. I don't care where he is. He pick up something like, nigga, I can't pick up, nigga. You know, but that's just me. And that's how I want to talk and communicate. I hate talking on the phone. You know what I mean? People get mad when they text, but I want to see your face. I want to say hello. I want to be like, hey, and that's just me during this pandemic. But I don't like crowds even more now. I didn't like them before. And I think I told you that, Preston. It was like, I really never liked crowds even before. And he's like, but you do all this concept because I'm on stage.
Right.
Yeah.
You up
I'm on
You
a
know,
concert.
turn it on, right?
away.
I'm at a concert. I'm
Yeah.
up here away from everything.
Yeah.
But it's just learning that. And so how did you communicate with your family and all that during the pandemic?
Yeah, I did, because I don't really like to. I'm not a good communicator because I'm always on the go, you know. So it's like I have to make a conscious effort to communicate with people on a regular basis. But yeah, I did, and I like to be by myself anyway. I mean, not necessarily by myself because I have kids, but I like alone time and quiet time. I'm always thinking about stuff, you know. So that was good for me. I because I got a chance to kind of slow down a bit, and at that time I was able to work from home and stuff like that, and pass gas when I wanted to. No.
Time out.
Okay,
Time
that's
out.
a real thing.
Time out, yeah. That's with yourself. That's not with everybody else.
But because you be at work, you gotta walk down the hall and go.
Oh,
around.
yeah,
But
you just
anyway,
do it
know
on
what I mean?
Zoom. Okay, I get you.
But anyways, but no, I got a chance to really just enjoy that quiet time and that peace and kind of just get.
Well, it really wasn't
get back.
quiet if you passed the
Well,
gas. Preston,
Them silent ones is dead.
that's a poop.
It's a poop. There's a poop. You know.
Preston, what about you? Because I know that with your son and all this stuff, did you spend a lot of family time doing it?
So what we did was we went beyond that. We actually scheduled every Friday at 5:00. We have our family jump onto a conference.
Okay.
We do
On
that
Zoom or
on
just
Zoom.
Okay.
Because again, you just don't know what people are going through and kind of see exactly their faces. In the black community, we learned the art of masking. We're good at that, man. We're good at hiding and I don't know where it came from. And again, you talk to a theologian, it came from slavery. But what we do is we purposely get out and we just ask questions. How's it going? Because at the end of the day, we just want to make sure you're okay. But I think one thing as African Americans, especially, we need to leave 35% of you, James. But we need to leave the door open for our folks to feel comfortable, to feel like they can reach out to you.
Right.
When you guys are successful, and again, I say this on this podcast, you got a lot of successful people in this room. They're on the go. They're movers and shakers. And I think if you are, a Shed, a Alberta, a Big Game, a Lemon Lorraine, the best-selling offer ever for business credit,
Mika Coleman.
we need to stop, turn around, and make sure okay.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we forget about that. Our success is dependent on others to make sure you're okay, but we're so busy we forget to realize what's really important to us. And I think it's important that we identify that. And when my mom set that up, I was, because everybody looks at me, Preston, you the talker, you the funny personality guy, but I would start talking, hey, you doing all right? They would call me, hey man, I'm not doing all right. And I wasn't thinking. I was like, hey, but because of that, they're now going, hey man, I appreciate you, man. Send me them vitamins, or you send me that supplement, man. Thank you. And it means so much because they look towards you. and they look for you to provide them the information, but we get so caught up in our lives, and then when we turn around, we're like, damn, I didn't know, because we didn't stop.
But you want to know something that's so crazy? My grandmother had told me, God rest her soul, she told me, she said, you too busy trying to be successful, and you don't realize that you're already successful.
Wow.
Because we gain a work ethic where it's like nonstop. We always think, like, me and KT being this, always, okay, so what we gonna do? How we gonna do it? What we gonna do? But the thing is, now I see KT. He's a successful family man. Like, he does a lot, not only for his family, but also community, the young men, and the whole nine. But it's just a point to where I was working so much that sometimes whenever I speak to my family or I see them when I tour, they be like, I don't want to call you, man. You be so busy. That hurts my feelings, because I'm like, dude, I'm always available for family. If you call me, I'm going to pick up. I said, whenever you call, don't I pick up? Well, yeah. So just call me. And the crazy thing now is this is what it says. It says 74% say that they regret not learning more about their relatives that are no longer here.
That's real.
That is one of the real things that happens. And this is what I do now. I reach out to a lot of my friends who have their grandparents and their mothers and their elderly, their seasoned. So I tell them, I say, hey, I'm a videographer. Let me come over to your house. Let's get your mom, your dad, your granddad, whoever, get them all nice. I'll bring my lights, and let's have them talk.
I wish I would.
We'll ask some questions. Exactly. That's the point I said I wish I would have done with my grandparents, my mom. Like, I'm going to do that with my dad when I go to Arizona. My dad's 70-something years old. So when I go to Arizona, that's, I'm taking my camera. Dad, sit down, talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you put it on to a YouTube, you put it on to a website, and you know what I mean? And you can just have it. It can be a private link.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where you'll be able to get it in. Then it says 73% says have lost a family member whose story they wish they had been able to write down. Same thing in recording. 67% said they're afraid of forgetting stories they have been told. My family members are close friends. By family members are close friends. So you're limited. Then it says 63 said the circumstances of 2020 have increased their interest to learn more about their family members' history. 72% say they know someone whose personal story will make an interesting book. Right. And the best one for me was 53% of millennials say they wish they could turn a grandparent's life into a book. My grandmother, Evelyn Hart, she was in the military at 14. She was a cook. Jeez. You know what I mean? She was a cook. She did all of that stuff. My grandmother, Evangelist Ophelia Ephraim, was young. I'm telling y'all, man, it's great stories. So, yes, James. KT, you gonna go to the side cam. Go to the side cam. Let's take KT. Let's take him to the side cam, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, look, man. I just had a couple of points that I wanted to add on, man. Y'all was giving so much good information. Man, I'm heavy set. Don't judge me, y'all. But y'all was giving so much good information. It was just a couple of things that I wanted to address. So first of all, I was an educator for 5 years, okay? And dealing with education, I deal with all types of kids from all types of different backgrounds, all right? So the first thing is first, and all of us are included in this crowd because we all have a gift that we use against everything. And when I say the gift, it's called the gift of deflection.
Get the what?
Break that down, James.
It's called the gift of deflection.
Okay.
So all of us have a gift, all right? So I'll give you a prime example. If you're fat, guess what? You better learn to high side. You better learn how to Jones and play the dozens.
Right. That's talking about people.
Talking about people. Same thing with Shed. Same thing over here with Preston. Will Jones will get, and I saw this with kids. They were the best ones at it. They could talk. Oh, okay. So you getting on my shoes? Okay, let me get on your mama. You see what I'm saying? We gonna get it up off of us. Right. And so the biggest thing is we have to learn how to see through that. As parents, as adults, as teachers, as educators, I have several clients. Many of them are educators that were former educators that I used to work with as former educators, and they have witnessed, at least I've witnessed, well, not I have witnessed, but between people that I've worked with over this past year, there have been 3 to 5 suicides. Elementary.
Kids? Oh, man.
elementary.
That's hard.
Elementary, murder, suicides, and these are just from clients or former colleagues that I work with. And the main thing was it was deflection. So they didn't have those black folks. You know, we survivors.
Right.
When the lights come on, hey, we gonna make it. You can stomp all you want to, but the thing is the deflection, and so we have to see through that. And I've had students from Memphis that have talked about parents being incarcerated, that have talked about, you know, they got 6 or 7 brothers and sisters, they don't know who their daddy is, all of that good stuff. And the thing is seeing through all of the madness and touching that child. And the thing is, grown folks ain't too far off from those children. So you have to see through them. And that was just one of the things that I wanted to address, because we're all, I was listening. Oh man, I was listening tight, and it touched me because Preston was saying, you know, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. We have all become perfectionists on our defense mechanisms. Wow. First of all, black men are taught not to express their emotions. Yep. And so, especially with what you got going on this month, this is relevant because we are taught not to talk about our emotions. We are taught not to express our feelings. We are taught not to cry. We are taught not to do all of this stuff. But I can guarantee you, women live longer because they laugh and they cry. They laugh and they cry. They can get a laugh off of their chest and they can cry when they need to. But what do we say? As soon as your son scrapes his knee on the ground, guess what you gonna say? What you gonna say?
Get up, boy.
Get up, boy.
Tighten up.
Stop crying. Boy, be a man. Punch him in the chest.
Don't
say it
cry.
with your chest.
Don't pump.
Oh, sorry.
All of that stuff. We got to start teaching. We have developed this sense of you cannot express yourself. Get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out of your system and teach it to your children, because the children are the ones that are going to have to progress and see it through. Now, that was just that. But that definitely touched me because I saw it every day for 5 years as an educator. The second thing was what Shed said with the stories, man. Man, my grandfather, he died last year. He was born in 1942. He would have been 7 years old. 77, 78 years old. Well, he was 77 going into 78 when President Barack Obama got elected in 2008. I can count on one hand how many times in my whole 30 whatever years of life, I can count on one hand how many times my grandfather had cried. Actually, I can count on 3 fingers how many times my grandfather had cried. And one of them was when President Obama got elected into office. And because I hadn't seen him cry but 3 times in my life, that you got to think about how that affected me. You see what I'm saying? The last lynching in Dallas, Texas was 68, 69. Some of y'all was born probably 68, 69.
I wouldn't. I wasn't born.
Close enough.
I wasn't.
Close enough.
I wasn't even a sperm man.
The point that I'm trying to get across is those stories. That's what struck me with Shed, those stories. Like, we are African by nature, and we don't roll with the traditional. We roll from the stories of our ancestors. And with that being said, if you hear how your grandfather came up, if you hear how your grandmother came up, if you hear how your mother came up, that will affect you tremendously when you hear that they was throwing rocks at your grandmother in a certain city where they was going to school, things like that. And I ain't trying to take up all of your time. I know this is your show, and man.
But we're in your building.
My bad. Nah, it's my building, but it's Shed's show. But
I pay rent.
Yeah, he pay rent. He pay rent. But man, the phones, man, and the last thing was the phones. They need to go away.
Yeah.
The most imperative thing that he said tonight was the phones need to go away, because from the standpoint of, I don't care whatever statistics that they say. The average parent spends about 7 to 10 minutes with their child.
That's crazy.
Fathers are even less than mothers. Mothers is, did you take your bath? Did you have something to eat? Did you do your homework? All right, go ahead, get ready, go on ahead and go to bed. Daddy is more so, did you screw up in school today? I'm on your ass. Do we have a problem?
Daddy's like, so you got in a fight? Did you win?
Did you win?
Yeah.
Okay, so you won, whatever. But the main thing is spending time with your children. I don't know, Atlanta, what was it, the Atlanta stories where they was getting killed?
Yeah,
but, hey, man, 11 o'clock, do you know where your children
That's
are?
real.
Right.
And that's real talk,
sir.
man. And do you know what they're listening to? Do you know? I like the young folks. You know why? Because I want to know what they're listening to. Because guess what? If it's on the radio, I don't care whether it's twerking, shaking your booty, whatever. Guess what? I know what my child is listening to. I know what's going on in the streets. My bad, shit. I'm sorry. I know
No,
it's
y'all
your
give
show.
it up for
Let me
this
get
dude
about
that
your
was
way.
over there double dutching. Hey, he went to the back. He went to the back office, came back. He was like, man, I'm about to go for mine. He's got a house party. What, that mama mouth mother? Let me go for mine tonight. But y'all give it up for KT once again.
Yeah, good job.
But I know we went a little bit over time and everything, but I just wanted to make sure that we just touch on that because, you know, you can't hold back stuff like this.
Right.
You know, sometimes people need to hear it. It may be, I think we got like 15 people on here. And we may be able to say somebody's life just who need to hear the situation. And you know the funny thing is, too, with a phone, do you know it is a scientific fact? If I pick up my, if I wasn't saying this and I'm sitting out here and I pick my phone up, guess what y'all gonna do? Everybody's gonna pick up their phones. And the thing, if you really want to see or control yourself, look, because you know they Apple sends you an alert. So Preston, you don't know about it. Apple sends you an alert.
Don't do it. The
Right. Apple sends you an alert and lets you know how long you've been on your phone for the week. Every Sunday, say, oh, you had 13 hours on this thing this week. You be like, that's half a day. You know, so monitor that. Talk to your kids. Just do a lot of stuff, man. So before we get out of here, Preston, you want to say something brief?
Yeah, real quick. And again, hey, big game, powerful. And I know this is a very difficult subject for us to discuss. And I asked my son. He said, "Dad, we gotta put it out there. Mm-hmm. We got to be the first person and first company and group to get it out there because unfortunately we deny it, not because it's not real. It's because something that kind of prohibits us from really becoming who we want to be and say what we want to do. And but we have to address it."
Yeah.
Because I think that's, to me, is the one area that's prohibiting a great majority of us from reaching greatness.
Agreed.
And it was put in play by the people, the creators or founders, we know they ain't found it, to prohibit us because they knew we were great. How can a community or a culture or a race with multiple things thrown at us over a continuous of 400 years and still, guys, if you knew the intellectual property in this room today, if I looked around this intellectual property today and still endured despite, right? So I'm going to challenge everybody. Pam, I appreciate the document, Bree, Shed, everybody in this room, I challenge you to go beyond your norm. Use your gift to reach out, to connect with, whether they're young, big game, adolescent, whether they're men, whether they're, my best-selling offer on Amazon. You have a platform. I challenge you to really bring up something. You got to talk about it. Just bring it up, mental health discussion on your videos, on your lives, on your websites, and just mention it. Because we have to have this discussion. If we can identify that and make it not a stigma, but something that we can address, imagine the possibilities.
Right.
Hey.
And so I just ask for you guys, and I challenge you, can you do that moving forward?
You grew up in church, right? Yeah. Okay, you remember growing up in church when the preacher said a powerful sermon, visiting preacher. Did the other preacher, the visiting preacher came up and said a powerful sermon. Then the pastor of the church want to come up and preach to try to take it even harder than what the visiting pastor did. That's what Preston did today. The visiting pastor got up and preached, but then Preston came up. I even said brief. There wasn't nothing brief about. So, would you like to say something brief?
I posted the link. If you want to donate to the Texas Elite Spartans, just say Berta B in the comments in Texas Elite. That's it. Thank y'all for y'all support in advance.
Well, that's about it. This was one of the most shows that was Everything was just cuff, and it was a great show, and it ended up great. And I'm really happy that we did this. So please make sure you share the video. Tell your friends. Go like the Shed GM Friends page. Please make sure you follow Mr. Impact. Tell them how they can follow you on Instagram.
Hey, you can have me at IG at Preston Mr. Impact Johnson. Follow us on Facebook at greatnessonly.com. Every single week we're going to be posting information around mental illness. If you have information or people that we can identify with or ways to help improve mental illness, go ahead and tag us, right? Again, I told Shed that and again, I don't care if you're looking at me funny. We need to approach this. It's plaguing our community. And I'm being honest. I'm a funny guy, but at the end of the day, we need to figure out a way to help curtail this. Because, again, if we don't do this, we're going to be a generation that's going to falter.
And also make sure you inbox for the information so you can get it, because you see he's a man with a lot of information that we can get past this and we can help do it, I think. So
we do have a hashtag. The hashtag is stigma. Stop the stigma on go.
Stop the stigma on go.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. No, it's not communion. Berta, how can they follow you, Berta?
They can follow me on IG at Alberta the Exception or Berta B24, and you can follow me on Facebook. My name is in the comments.
All right, and you can follow me at Shed G. We see y'all next week, ladies and
Bye,
gentlemen.
y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Shed GM Friends podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Current events, celebrity gossip, sports, entertainment with a twist of laughter.